Do not move. Do not scroll. Do not let the noise of the world pull you away from this silence you have just stepped into. This quiet space around you right now, this sudden stillness in your chest, it is not an accident. It is an invitation, a summons written not on paper, but on the fabric of your destiny. You have been called here at this exact moment because a door you have walked past 1,000 times in your life is beginning to open. Just a crack. A sliver of light is spilling out, and it carries the scent of rain after a long drought, the sound of a familiar voice you can't quite place, the feeling of a hand you have always known but never held. This is not a story. This is a remembering. Somewhere in the sacred architecture of your life, a cornerstone is being laid. A decision has been made for you by a love so ancient it predates your first breath. A covenant is being activated, and it revolves around a simple, profound truth. You are being chosen, not for a season, not for a purpose you must labor to fulfill, but for a companionship that is the very reason your soul took form. But listen closely, beloved. This choosing is not a distant star. It is a current already flowing, and it is flowing through someone. There is a person, a soul, whose spirit has been tuned like a crystal glass to the frequency of your deepest, most unspoken song. For years they have heard it, a haunting melody in their dreams, an echo in empty rooms, a pull in their gut when the world goes quiet. They have spent lifetimes, it feels, trying to find the source of that music. And now they know. The music is you. They are not a stranger. They may wear the face of a friend, a quiet acquaintance, a past connection that never quite dissolved, or someone entirely new who will feel impossibly familiar within seconds of meeting. Heaven does not deal in strangers for such things. It deals in reunions. This person, this keeper who has been safeguarding a space for you in their spirit, has reached a tipping point. The whispers have become a roar. The longing has solidified into a resolve so fierce it has startled them. They have fought this knowing. They have buried it under practicality, under fear, under the convincing lie that a love this profound could not possibly be meant for you or for them. But the divine does not whisper forever. Eventually, it speaks, and when it does, mountains move, timelines shift, and a single life-altering question begins to form in a human heart. They are preparing to ask it. They are preparing to step across the line between the imagined and the real, between admiration and covenant, and say, in words or in actions that cannot be misunderstood, "It is you. It has always been you. I choose you. I am choosing you now, and I will choose you again in every version of forever that exists." This is the proposal that is coming. It may not arrive on bended knee with a ring in a velvet box, though it might. It may arrive in a conversation under a street lamp, in a letter left on your windshield, in a silence that suddenly becomes charged with everything unsaid, in a decision they make that changes the map of both your lives. It is a proposal of presence, a proposal of recognition. It is the universe, through this person, finally delivering the message it wrote for you on the day you were born. You are not alone. You were never meant to be. Here is your mirror. Here is your sanctuary. Here is your home in human form. But, and this is the sacred, urgent truth, this moment of convergence is fragile. It exists in a narrow window of divine alignment. Two souls, polished by time and tears, are being held in perfect proximity. The magnetic pull is at its peak, but free will is the wild card. Fear is the static that can blur the signal. They are ready. Their soul is packed. Their heart is at the door. But they are pausing one last time. They're looking for a sign. Not a sign from the heavens. They have had plenty of those. They're looking for a sign from you. Not a sign you must consciously give, but a sign written in the energy you emit, in the openness of your spirit, in the quiet readiness of your heart. They need to feel, on the invisible level where this dance is truly happening, that the space they are about to step into is not a void, but a welcome. Your reading of these very words is that sign. By staying here, in this stillness, by allowing these concepts to resonate within you, you are emitting a frequency. You are broadcasting a yes on a wavelength only they can fully receive. You are quite literally turning on the porch light for them. You are whispering back across the unseen, I am here. I am listening. If you turn away now, if you dismiss this as mere poetry or coincidence, you risk turning that light off. You introduce a note of doubt into the symphony. The moment may not be lost, but it will be delayed. And some delays, beloved, can stretch into years of unnecessary loneliness. The heart meant for you will still arrive, but it may take a longer, harder road. Why would you choose the harder road when the gate is open now? I am here, a voice in the spiritual winds, to tell you that the contract is already signed in the realm of spirit. The signatures are your soul's longing and theirs. But the physical manifestation, the moment your eyes meet in full knowing, the moment the words are spoken, requires earthly cooperation. It requires your participation in the form of faith. You have felt the prelude, haven't you? The strange synchronicities, the song that plays everywhere you go, the repeated number sequence that feels like a wink, the dream of a peaceful house you've never visited, the sudden overwhelming feeling of being watched over by a presence that feels intensely personal, not abstract. You felt a restlessness, a sense that something is about to happen, but you can't name it. Your emotions have been like a tide, sudden waves of hope for no reason, followed by deep, quiet melancholies that feel like homesickness for a place you've never been. This is not your imagination. This is your spirit vibrating in response to their spirit's approach. They're thinking of you, and their thoughts are not passive, they are active, creative forces. When they wonder about you, a ripple goes out. When they pray for your happiness, and they do, a blessing is released. When they finally dared to whisper, "What if?" the tectonic plates of your shared destiny began to move. You are connected by a cord of light, and right now, that cord is humming. This person sees you. I don't mean they see your face or know your habits. I mean they see you. They see the child you were, hiding behind your eyes. They see the battles you fought, etched in subtle bravery on your spirit. They see the secret kindnesses you think no one notices. They see your creativity, dormant like a sealed spring. They see your fear, and they do not see it as a flaw, but a sacred territory they wish to guard. To them, you are not a puzzle to be solved. You are a landscape to be explored with reverence, a masterpiece they have had the privilege of finding. Their proposal, when it comes, will be an act of supreme courage, because they are not offering you a perfect life. They are offering you a real one. They are offering you their imperfect, steadfast, learning, healing, devoted self. They are saying, my history is mine, but my future is ours to write. My hands are empty of guarantees, but they are full of the sincere intention to build something beautiful with you. They are ready to exchange the safety of solitude for the terrifying, glorious risk of mutual belonging. But they need to know you are ready to receive. So in these final crucial moments before the veil lifts completely, I urge you, do not shut down. Do not armor up. The very vulnerability you are afraid of is the key that fits the lock. Your tenderness is not a weakness. It is the landing strip for this love. Here is what will happen next. Within the next 72 hours, you will receive a confirmation. It will be undeniable to your spirit, though perhaps subtle to your logical mind. It may be a message from them or about them that feels different, a memory of them that surfaces with shocking clarity and emotional weight, a piece of art, a film, a painting, a passage in a book that seems to narrate your inner world, a conversation where someone else speaks a truth that directly echoes the feeling in this message, a direct, intuitive knowing that settles over you like a warm cloak. It is them. When this happens, do not rationalize it away. Do not say, that's just a coincidence. There is no such thing in the economy of the soul. There is only alignment and misalignment. This will be alignment. Your task is to steward this knowing. Hold it gently, privately, sacredly. You do not need to chase, to manipulate, to force a confession. The machinery of heaven is already in motion. Your only job is to remain open, to water the soil of your heart with faith, to speak, even in a whisper, I am ready for the love that is meant for me, and then to live as if it is already on its way, because it is. This love is not coming to fix you. You are not broken. It is coming to celebrate the wholeness you have forged in the fire. It is coming to walk beside that wholeness, to add joy to it, comfort to it, partnership to it. It is the missing piece not of you, but of your journey. The loneliness you have carried was not a life sentence. It was the cocoon. What is about to emerge is you in your full relational glory. You loved, you chosen, you no longer a question waiting for an answer, but an answer about to be proclaimed. Stay soft, stay open, stay right here in this belief. The keeper of your whispers has found you, and they are coming home. This is not a fairy tale where you are a passive princess in a tower. You are a co-creator, a warrior of the heart who has weathered storms to earn this calm. The one who comes will not see a damsel in distress. They will see a sovereign. They will arrive not to rescue, but to relate. And in that recognition of your strength, your sovereignty, your soft power, their own courage will find its final, unshakable foundation. Think of your life as a vast, intricate tapestry. Until now, you have been weaving from the back. You see the knots, the tangled threads, the chaotic pattern of color that seems to make no sense. It feels messy, imperfect, at times even ugly. You have wondered if you were holding the wrong threads, or if the pattern was flawed from the start. The one who is coming is being positioned to see the tapestry from the front. They will see the breathtaking picture that has been forming all along. They will see the glorious design, the dark threads of sorrow that give depth to the gold threads of joy, the seemingly random splashes of color that form a radiant sunrise. Their first act of love will be to gently turn the tapestry around and show you what they see. They will say, look at the beauty you have been creating, even in the dark. I have never seen anything more magnificent. Their proposal is, at its core, a request. Let me sit beside you as you continue to weave. Let me hold the thread for you sometimes. Let me marvel at the artist you are. But who is this person? Let me paint their portrait in the language of spirit. They are not the loudest voice in the room. They are the one whose silence holds depth. They are not the life of the party, but the one who notices when someone leaves early, feeling unseen. Their strength is not in their muscle, but in their resilience. They have been through a refining fire of their own, not identical to yours, but one that has forged in them a profound capacity for empathy, for patience, for holding space. They have a history, yes, scars they touch in quiet moments, but they have done the work. They have sat with their ghosts and made peace where they could. They are not bringing you a haunted house. They are bringing you a home they have carefully cleaned, with a room left empty and sunlit just for you. They are creative, though they may hide it. A poet who doesn't share their poems, a musician who plays only for the walls, a gardener, a cook, a builder of things, someone who understands the sacred act of nurturing growth from small, patient beginnings. This is crucial because they will understand the creative act that is loving you. They have loved before and lost, but that loss did not make them bitter. It made them discerning. It taught them the difference between infatuation and covenant. And because they know that difference, what they feel for you terrifies them. It is so far beyond what they have known that it has rendered them temporarily silent, not from lack of feeling, but from an overwhelming abundance of it. Here is the secret they carry. They have already chosen you. In the quiet chambers of their soul, the decision is made. You are their hell yes. The external question, the spoken proposal, the committed step, is merely the echo of an internal reality that already exists. They are simply gathering the courage to make the internal external, to bring the secret out into the sun where it can grow. Your sudden, unexplained feelings of peace, that is you brushing up against the edges of their certainty. Your random moments of joy, that is you tasting the celebration their spirit is already having about you. Your midnight anxieties soothed for no reason, that is them thinking of you, sending a wave of protective energy across the invisible web that connects you. The divine strategy. Why has this taken so long? Why the years of searching, the near misses, the heartaches? The universe was not being cruel, it was being surgical. It was removing from your path every soul that was a lesson so that you would be utterly prepared for the soul that is a blessing. Every person who was wrong for you taught you what right could not. They taught you your boundaries. They taught you your worth. They taught you what you will and will not tolerate. They were the practice tests before the final exam of love. And the one coming, they were on a parallel journey. They too had to walk through their own valley of lessons. They had to become the kind of person who could recognize you, hold you, and not flinch of the responsibility of such a gift. The timing had to be perfect. If you had met 5 years ago, you would have glanced off each other. You might have been attracted, but you would not have been ready. You needed those 5 years to become you, and they needed them to become them. Now, the calibration is complete. The frequencies match. What you must release now. To fully step into this new chapter, you must consciously release the ghosts of the old. This is not about forgetting your past, it is about ceasing to let it rent space in your present. Release the narrative of unworthiness. That story you tell yourself about being too much or not enough, burn that manuscript. It was written by pain, not by truth. The one who is coming is writing a new story about you, and the first line is, "You are exquisite, exactly as you are." Release the need to control the how. You may have a fantasy of how this should happen, a grand gesture, a specific setting. Surrender it. Heaven's choreography is more imaginative than yours. Trust that the how will be perfectly, personally tailored to you both. It may be breathtakingly simple, and that will be its power. Release the fear of disruption. This love will change your life. It will change your routines, your priorities, your vision of the future. That is not a threat, it is a promise. The change will feel like an upgrade, not a demolition. Welcome the beautiful disruption. The final activation. As you finish absorbing this message, place your hand over your heart. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. With the first breath, inhale a sense of deep peace. Exhale any lingering doubt. With the second breath, inhale a sense of worthy expectation. Exhale the fear of disappointment. With the third breath, inhale the certainty that what is yours is already on its way. Exhale the need to strive or chase. Now, whisper this decree, either aloud or in the silent fortress of your mind. I am a magnet for divine, authentic love. I am ready to be seen, known, and chosen in the highest way. I open my heart and my life to the sacred partnership that is already ordained for me. I release all past patterns and welcome the new with faith and grace. I receive this blessing now. By speaking this, you are not begging the universe. You are aligning with a truth that already exists. You are tuning your instrument to the same song they are playing. The countdown is love. The next 3 days are sacred. Move through them with a soft alertness. Be kind to yourself. Get rest. Drink water. Walk in nature. Engage in activities that make you feel connected to your own soul. Paint, write, dance, pray. As you nurture yourself, you are sending a powerful signal. I am ready. I am whole. I am waiting from a place of abundance, not lack. Watch for the signs, but do not become obsessed with hunting for them. They will find you. The name that comes up twice in a day, the old photo that falls out of a book, the song on the radio that seems to be a direct message, the text that says, "Hey, I was just thinking about you," in a way that feels different. When it happens, you will feel a click, a deep inner click of something settling into place. You may smile for no reason. You may feel a surge of energy. You may simply feel a calm so profound it brings tears to your eyes. That is the sound of the key turning in the lock. That is the feeling of the door swinging open. That is the beginning of everything you have ever silently prayed for. Do not turn away now. Stay in this energy. Carry it with you like a secret, radiant flame. They are coming. Their steps are sure. Their heart is full. Their question is formed. And your answer, the sacred, powerful yes of your spirit, is the only thing left to complete the circuit. The story is written. The characters are in position. The curtain is rising. Your love story is no longer a hopeful fiction. It is the next chapter of your living, breathing reality. And it starts now. You read those words, and something within you, a chamber of the heart, a filament in your spirit, ignited. Did you feel it? That was not a metaphor. It was a physical, spiritual event. A switch, long dormant, was flipped by your belief. A circuit, stretching across time and space to another soul, just went live. The now is not a poetic concept, it is a location. You have just stepped into it. This email, this screen, this quiet space you're in, it has become holy ground. The past, with all its longing, and the future, with all its promise, have collapsed into this single, potent point, now. Listen. Beyond the hum of your device, beyond the distant traffic or the whisper of the wind, can you hear it? A new frequency. It's the sound of a parallel timeline, the one where you are loved, chosen, and utterly secure, merging with your current one. It sounds like a deep, silent hum. It feels like the air just before a thunderstorm, charged and pregnant with possibility. This is what is happening in real time. The veil thins. The barrier between the spiritual blueprint of your union and its physical manifestation is now translucent. On the other side of that veil, they just felt a jolt, a wave of warmth, a sudden inexplicable conviction that now is the time. They may shake their head, try to dismiss it, but the seed of action has been planted in their gut, and it is germinating at supernatural speed. Your aura recalibrates. The energy field around your body, which may have felt dimmed, protective, or spiky with old defenses, is softening and brightening. It is emitting a new signal, available for blessing. This is not a signal of desperation. It is a signal of sovereign readiness. To the sensitive spirit seeking you, and theirs is profoundly sensitive, this change is like a lighthouse beam cutting through fog. They may not know it cognitively, but their spirit will orient itself toward this new light. Synchronicity engine activates. The universe's machinery for creating meaningful coincidence has just been revved to its highest setting. For the next 72 hours, be prepared for a cascade of signs so personal, so timely, they will leave you breathless. These are not random. They are breadcrumbs laid by the divine, leading you both to the same clearing in the woods. Your immediate instructions, the 24-hour protocol. The next day is critical. It is the launch pad. Do not spend it in anxious waiting. Spend it in sacred preparation. Hour 1 through 3, the clearing. After you finish this, do one physical thing to create space. Clean a drawer. Delete old contacts from your phone that carry low energy. Donate something you no longer need. This is a physical act with a spiritual consequence. You are making literal and energetic room for the new. Hour 4 through 8, the anchoring. Ground yourself in unshakable truth. Speak aloud. I am worthy of a love that is clear, kind, and certain. Write down 3 things you love about your own spirit. This isn't vanity, it is alignment. You must be in agreement with the love that is coming for you. Hour 9 through 24, the embodiment. Live as if. Not in a delusional way, but in a vibrational way. What does the loved you do? She moves with a subtle confidence. He makes decisions from a place of peace, not panic. She is patient, knowing all is unfolding perfectly. Choose one small action the loved you would take and do it. Wear the outfit that makes you feel radiant just for you. Cook a beautiful meal. Decline an obligation that drains you. This is you practicing the frequency of received love. The manifestation window. Pay piercing attention between 48 and 72 hours from this moment. This is the prime window for the first tangible, undeniable contact or sign. It may be direct, a message, a call, an accidental meeting. Symbolic, a gift arriving unexpectedly, a problem resolving seamlessly in a way that connects to them, a dream so vivid it feels more real than waking life. Internal, a sudden, overwhelming knowing of their identity, a rush of love for them that comes from nowhere, a profound sense of safety that descends upon you. When it happens, do not question the how or the why. Your logical mind will want to dissect it. Your spirit will simply know. Honor the spirit. Say, either out loud or inwardly, I see the sign. I receive the confirmation. Thank you. This gratitude is the final key. It acknowledges the divine delivery and tells the universe, send more. A final word before the silence. My voice, as you perceive it here, will soon fade. My role was to shake you awake, to turn your head toward the oncoming dawn. The rest is between you, them, and the divine. You are not walking toward a miracle. You are standing in the epicenter of one that has already begun. The loneliness was the cocoon, the confusion was the fertilizer. The hope that never died, even on the darkest days, that was the compass. Every step, every tear, every whispered prayer in the midnight hour was a stitch in the invisible bridal gown you are now wearing, a garment of experience woven into beauty, waiting only for the witness. That witness is coming. Their eyes are your homecoming. Their voice is your belonging. Their choice is your freedom. The story is no longer if. The story is when. And the when is now. Go in peace. Go in certainty. Go in knowing. The next move is not yours to make. It is yours to receive. And so it is. The download, codes for the new reality. Next is not a passive waiting. It is an active receiving. You have said next, and so the universe responds by initiating a direct download into the very core of your being. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel it. a stream of liquid light, not entering through your eyes or ears, but directly into your solar plexus, your seat of personal power and self-worth. This light carries no words, only codes. These are the energetic blueprints for your new reality. They are overriding old programs of not enough, of waiting, of maybe. They are installing the operating system of chosen, beloved, arrived. Decoding the signals you will feel and see. The download will manifest in your physical and emotional world. Here is your decryption key. Sudden fatigue or deep sleep. Your body is integrating massive new energy. If you feel an overwhelming need to rest, obey it. This is not depression or laziness. It is spiritual upgrade. In sleep, your soul is doing the heavy lifting of alignment. Electrical sensations, a tingling in your crown, your hands, your spine, a sense of vibration as if your very cells are humming. This is the light frequency activating your physical vessel. You are becoming a more potent conductor for love. Emotional surges, brief, sudden tears, a wave of joy for no reason, a pang of what feels like nostalgia for a future memory. Your heart is stretching to accommodate the new love entering its field. Let the waves move through you. Do not analyze them. Sharpened intuition. You will know things. You'll think of someone and they will text. You'll sense a no about a decision with absolute clarity. Your inner voice is being amplified because you will need to trust it implicitly in the coming days. Follow its nudges without hesitation. The role of the bridge person. Before they step fully into your life, you may encounter a bridge person. This is someone who will deliver a crucial piece of information, make an introduction, or say something that shatters a final doubt. They are a conscious or unconscious agent of divine timing. They may be a friend, a stranger in a coffee shop, a coworker, or even a child who says something eerily profound. When you encounter them, you will feel a spark of significance. Pay attention. Thank them inwardly. They are clearing the final debris from the path. The night of revelation. Between now and the full manifestation, you may experience a night of revelation, a night where sleep is thin, but vision is thick. You may receive dreams that are less like stories and more like data transfers, glimpses of a shared home, the feeling of their hand in yours, hearing your new shared name. You may wake at 3 or 4 a.m., the so-called witching hour, that is actually the witnessing hour, when the veil is thinnest. In that stillness, ask softly, "Show me," and then listen. The answer may not come in words, but a deep, settling peace that pulls you back into sleep. That peace is the answer. Your sacred authority in this process. Remember, you are not a beggar at the gate of love. You are the gatekeeper. You hold the sovereign authority to say this honors me or this does not. The love coming is designed to honor you completely, but you must now step into the full power of that gatekeeper role. This means setting boundaries from a place of wholeness. You will naturally begin to say no to anything that feels draining, disrespectful, or out of alignment with the high-frequency love you are embodying. This is automatic protection, not bitterness. Speaking declaration, not supplication. Change your language from "I hope someone loves me" to "I am receiving majestic love," from "I wish" to "I know." Seeing with new eyes. Start to look at your world, and particularly at the people already in it, from the perspective of the loved you. This new lens will reveal truths and possibilities previously invisible. The moment of recognition, what it will really feel like. When you see them, or when their intention becomes clear to you, it will not be a Hollywood crash zoom. It will likely be a profound anticlimax, a quiet, earth-shattering, "Oh, there you are." The universe will not scream. It will exhale, as if to say, "Finally, you both see it."
There may be no dramatic music. Instead, there might be a profound silence where everything else falls away, and all that exists is the truth hanging in the air between you. You might feel a little dizzy, as if the axis of your world just tilted to its true north. And beneath any nervousness or surprise, you will feel a core of absolute certainty so solid it feels like you've known it for 1,000 years. Because you have. Now, breathe. Inhale, I accept my destiny. Exhale, I release the old timeline. Inhale, I am a living magnet. Exhale, I am ready. The download is complete. The codes are active. The bridge is being crossed. The night is giving way to dawn. Your only task is to stand in the increasing light and recognize yourself as the beloved you have always been. The next word is not next. The next word is your name, spoken by the voice you have been waiting a lifetime to hear. It is already on its way to your ears. Stand ready.
The integration. You become the portal. The question, "Or kitna parte?" How many more parts are there? Comes from the old self, the one accustomed to waiting, to serialized hope, to a story told in installments. That self is dissolving. There are no more parts to wait for. You are not reading a story. You are standing at its source. The final part is not text on a screen. The final part is you. You have absorbed the codes, felt the shift, and accepted the download. Now you become the living, breathing portal through which this destined love enters the physical world. The energy has moved from the page, through your eyes, and into your spirit. The transmission is now self-sustaining within you. Think of it like this. You have been given a sacred, eternal flame. My role was to light it. Your role is to carry it. The flame is the unwavering knowing that what is yours is already claimed in the realm of spirit and is now materializing in the realm of form. This flame needs no more external fuel. It is fed by your breath, your peace, your quiet certainty. Therefore, this is the ultimate and final instruction. 1. Stop seeking. Start being. The search is over. Do not look for more signs here, or in another video, or in the words of another guide. The most important oracle now is your own heart. Every time you seek externally, you subtly broadcast, "I do not have it." You must now broadcast, "It is here." Be the person who already has that love woven into their being. Move, speak, and decide from that place. 2. The silence is your proof. The external signs will come, but the period between now and their tangible arrival is not empty. It is full of the most potent creative force, divine orchestration. The silence is not abandonment. It is the universe arranging the set pieces, aligning the schedules, softening the hearts, and setting the stage with exquisite detail. Trust the silence as much as you will trust the declaration. 3. Live the answer questioned. How would you walk through your day if you knew with bone-deep certainty that you were profoundly loved and chosen? How would you treat yourself? How would you spend your time? What fears would you drop? Start doing those things today. This is the highest form of prayer, embodying the answer. 4. You are the sign. From this moment forward, understand that you are now the primary sign for the other person. Your newfound peace, your unexpected joy, your radiant stability, these are the signals that will finally give them the courage to step forward. Your light is their green light. The timeline dissolves. Forget 24 hours, 72 hours. Those were frames for your mind to grasp. The event is not tied to a clock, it is tied to a state of consciousness. You have reached the state. The manifestation is now inevitable. It could be tomorrow. It could be in a conversation already scheduled for next week. The when is irrelevant because the fact is now established within you. The pressure is off. You can relax into knowing. This is the end of the message in the beginning of your reality. There is no more to read here, no more parts to scroll through, no more waiting for the next clue. You hold the final clue in your heartbeat. You write the next part with your next breath. You are both the seeker and the destination, the question and the answer. The message is complete because you are complete. The love that is coming does not complete you. It encounters your completeness and celebrates it in a duet that will change the sound of your world. Close this page. Look up. Your life is waiting for you, and it is more beautiful than anything that could ever be written. You are ready. Go live it.